Welcome to the what will be the greatest episode of the Left Turn Cold in history. I am one of your co-hosts, the number one Kyle Busch fan in the in,
Excuse me. Excuse
Whoa.
me.
hold up, in the Left Turn Cold, not outside of the Left Turn Cold, because we have him today. I am Matthew Parvin.
I'm Jacob Lewis. I'm not a
Uh,
Kyle Busch fan.
It's Cody, your host with the most, not a Kyle Busch fan.
Hey, it's Cooper. Go Austin Dillon, baby.
And today we have the most special guest I think we've ever had on this podcast. We have a fellow Kyle Busch fan, the number one Kyle Busch fan I think we know. His name is Dalton Good, and he's not a Chase Elliott fan.
Thank you. Everybody, please take a look at my room. Just to be sure we're clear. There's no chicken stuff anywhere. Please don't
Hey,
mistake.
shout out the dog on the bed.
Oh yeah. Say hello, Heidi. Okay.
Yeah. So Dalton, how are you doing today? Are you excited to be here to record?
I'm as good as my last name. How you guys?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm
I
really
agree.
excited for this.
We were talking before this. We found out that Dalton actually lived very close to us when we were younger, but now me and Dalton live maybe
We literally moved at probably the same time.
2 to 3 blocks, maybe, if that. So that's interesting. I think that's kind of neat.
Hey, bro, we're coming down for the Atlanta race, so we might have to do something. We might have to link up a little
We're
bit. If you
coming
got
to
some
the
time.
Nashville race.
Nashville
Nashville too.
Yeah.
I already got my tickets for Nashville, so
We do too.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go. We might have to do a little something there.
sounds
Yeah.
good. I'm
Yeah.
all in.
So
Yeah,
I think the big first question I have for you, Dalton, is why Kyle Busch? Because I have my story, but I think you probably have a bigger story with how much of a fan you are. Bring us your journey through being Kyle Busch fan.
I mean, it's not really too exciting. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The reason why I got into Kyle Busch is because I started watching NASCAR back in late 2002.
Okay.
And I started off as a Terry Labonte fan. So I was 4 years old at the time. And the reason why I was a Terry Labonte fan was just because I loved that orange and blue Kellogg's Frosted Flakes scheme. It was just my favorite. It just got me hooked into the sport. And I just wanted to become a Terry Labonte fan. So I started watching races with my dad back when I was 4 years old. And then I remember I kept watching it until 2004. I wasn't a full-time watcher. I would just if I found out it was on, I'd be watching it. And then around 2005 to 2006, I kind of forgot about NASCAR in general. I don't know why. I just kind of stopped watching for literally no reason. And then in 2007, I went down to North Carolina with my mom to visit my Nana, and we were flipping through the channels, and I see the driver intros for the Budweiser shootout in 2007, and I finally remembered it. I'm like, whoa, go back. And it turns out it's the Budweiser shootout. I was like, oh okay, I remember NASCAR now. I actually want to watch this. And then I also remember that Terry Labonte was retired, of course. I knew he was going to retire too.
So Kyle's in the 5 car.
Yeah, I had no idea who was in the 5 car. And I remember my mom sitting there, when I finally started watching it, my mom was sitting there and said, okay, Dalton, Terry Labonte's retired, right? I was like, yeah, I know. And she goes well, who are you going to pull for? I said, well, who's driving the 5 car? And it said his name is Kyle Busch. I'm like, all right, let's go with him. And that's just how I became a fan of his, really.
So you're really an OG Kyle fan.
Yep.
100% OG fan.
Since 2007, baby.
Damn.
And then I went back to Bristol. My first Bristol race was in the night race of 2003 when Kurt Busch won. And I didn't go back to Bristol until March 2007. I wasn't supposed to go to that race because tickets were already sold out. But we literally found somebody that was selling tickets to us, and we took them. And so I ended up going to the first Bristol race with the car tomorrow. And sure enough, Kyle Busch won that race.
Yeah, I was there too. That was when I listened to my dad bitch from the time we walked through the gate till the time that we sat down. He's like, I hate these spoilers so much. He's like, I cannot stand these damn spoilers. And I'm like, yeah, I know. He said, it looks like a bunch of damn Hondas rolling around out there. And I'm like, yep, I know. Yeah. And then he was so ecstatic when they went away. That was a good race.
Man. Yeah, man. It was such a good race. I remember sitting next to a guy too who had a number 5 cut in the back of his head. He had a haircut. and it was the exact font and everything, like the exact number 5 font. And him and I were having a great time together watching that race. And yeah, Kyle Busch ended up winning that race. And then that's when I said, okay, well, I am for sure going to be a Kyle Busch fan. I'm not leaving. And yeah, here I am still. Kyle Busch's #1 fan.
Hey, give us a little attire. Like just show off your attire. Yeah, you got to show everything off.
Oh yeah,
Show off the hat and everything. Yeah.
I got a bunch of good stuff, man. Like you should see my closet, dude. Like seriously, there's so much stuff that I got. But we're going to Homestead this weekend, and for those of you who don't know, I went to the 2015 championship race at Homestead, Miami. I was supposed to graduate high school that year, and I was supposed to go to New York, like right after I graduated. But when Kyle went to the championship race in Miami, like when he was locked in after Phoenix, my nana gave me some advice. She said, "How about we forget about New York and we'll take you to Miami so you can go watch Kyle win the championship." I said, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." And but yeah, I went to Miami. I got this jacket right here, kind of like a long sleeve sweater, and the championship T-shirt's like right under here. I bought that right at the track, like right after the race is over.
So they were
like,
selling them right after the race.
There was a Fanatics. Yeah, there was a Fanatics trailer like on the track. You could go in the track after the championship race is over. Like I didn't have a victory lane pass or anything. I just literally walked through that gate and went in. And they had the Fanatics trailer with all the championship shirts, so I went ahead and got one. And I watched Kyle like take pictures and stuff like that for about an hour, and then we just ended up going home. So, but yeah, the 2015 championship race, best weekend of my entire life. I will never have that much fun again. I was just so happy that in February when Kyle broke both his legs, I didn't think he would be there. You know, I wasn't supposed to go to Miami to watch Kyle win the championship. And sure enough, I was able to go, and I just can't describe how much fun that was.
Man. I mean, I'm not gonna hint that anyone doesn't think he deserved that championship, but
he played by the rules. He got a waiver. He got the top 30. He got a win. It's a legit championship. I don't give a shit what anybody says about that.
Thank you very much.
I mean, he cuts us out before we can even say a word.
We didn't even get a word.
I'm setting the record straight here.
I mean, 2015 was just such a. I was like, because I mean, my story, like I told on the podcast before, but like, I was like, you know, a little kid, like I like the M&M scheme. So like, you know, I was like Elliott Sadler, then like I kind of drifted off, and then Kyle Busch is in like Kyle Busch. I don't care what people say. I want to be a Kyle Busch fan, and like here I am today, still being. I'm like, so
is that fair to say that people only like Kyle Busch for his paint schemes?
Yeah, there's a lot of children that actually do like Kyle Busch just because of the paint scheme, I will admit.
Let me ask this. Okay, you said we just talked about you being from Bristol. I went to Bristol with Parv, and he got bullied for 4 hours.
I did.
You fired. What, does anybody say anything to you?
Oh yeah, I get a bunch of crap all the time. And I just sit there. I just sit there and laugh. To be honest with you, like.
Do you have a funny story of like you getting crapped on in Bristol? Because
there's so many. Well, okay. I think there's so many, but here's the first one that comes to me. So it was in 2010 at the truck race at Bristol.
Okay.
Yes, it was 2010. There were these Dale Earnhardt fans sitting right in front of us. They're like in their 60s, 70s, I think. And they were giving – a lot of people actually do give me crap at Bristol, but most of it's just for fun. Like they're kidding around and screwing around, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had some douchebags, but like most of the time it's just all for laughs. And I remember these Dale Earnhardt fans were just giving me straight up hell, like for the entire time. And it was just for funny. Like we were all laughing and stuff like that. And I remember Kyle Busch ended up winning the truck race. And right after, they all turned around and like just got on their knees and started bowing down to me.
That's good.
I was sitting there laughing my ass off. It was so funny.
Yeah, when we went, I think Parv, I think he was unlucky and got pretty much 99.9% douchebags. It was actually I felt bad.
Like the best one was like after the race. We were like heading out to our cars, and there was this girl. It was just like, you know, just like chanting, you know, fuck Kyle Busch, like in like harmony and everything. We both made eye contact in like the hall, And she's like, sorry about your luck, but Kyle Busch, and just went off. And I'm like, okay, what the heck?
Actually, no, I got another one. In 2019 at Bristol, Kyle ended up, wrecking on lap 2, but he came back and won. And you guys remember he was running the Skittle scheme, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's this old guy that talked like I was just minding my own business, walking with my dad. I don't go to the track to talk smack. I just mind my own business. I just want to watch the race. And I'm just walking, and this old guy, he's there standing there smoking a cigarette, and he just looks at me and says, "Hey, Kyle Busch sucks. He's a piece of shit driver." And of course, you guys remember he drove the Skittles car that day, and I said, "Taste the rainbow, bitch."
I don't think anybody ever expects Kyle Busch fans to really say anything back, right? Because, I mean, in reality, take a step back, take the M&M's hat off for a second. You don't really have a foot to stand on because Kyle has earned, the reputation. So usually Kyle Busch fans kind of just take it. Like, they have to just turn the other cheek. What are they going to say? And I think that's the best part about being friends with a Kyle Busch fan is that you can shit on them, and what do they say?
Well, we're kind of used to it at this point. That's why you don't really.
You're just
say
desensitized.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask: are you a GGR guy? Do you just all the way, or do you hate motorsports? Is that something that you absolutely hate? And how do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm only a JGR guy just because Kyle's there, to be honest with you. I like the JGR team. I want them to be successful. I like seeing Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell win. But I'm just a supporter wherever Kyle goes. And I'm really thankful that he was able to go to Joe Gibbs. I feel like Joe Gibbs really helped Kyle out. He straightened him out kind of because we all know Kyle was kind of a punk, back in the day, and I feel like Joe Gibbs, really helped him, straighten him out and help him become a better person. So I'll be forever thankful for that. And also, I met Joe Gibbs. I went to the Joe Gibbs racing shop back on my birthday in my sophomore year of high school. And I know this guy who actually works at the Joe Gibbs racing, or he used to work at the shop. He gave me a tour there for my birthday. And after it was over, we were getting ready to leave. I wanted to go to the gift shop and find some stuff. And Joe Gibbs comes in with all of his grandchildren. And apparently there's an arcade game in there that he was letting them go play. And I went up to him and just to talk to him. And he said, "Hey, what brings you to Joe Gibbs Racing?" I said, "Well, it's my birthday. So I just wanted to come out here and take a look at the shop." And he said, "I got something for you. Just come here." And he gave me his book. It's called Game Plan for Life. It's like a football book because he used to coach. And he signed it for me and wrote "Happy Birthday" on it. So
that's cool. That's cool.
Heck yeah, man.
But yeah, pretty much just a supporter wherever Kyle is.
So are you a Hendricks hater?
Not really.
Or is that strictly just for Chase?
Is it just Chase? Yeah.
I have no issues with Chase. Just as fans that are crazy. But
preach.
So
I get that.
Fan base is nuts. Yeah, the fan base. It's kind of like Junior Nation on crack. I feel like it's what we're doing. They mutated. They're like little Resident Evil mutated little fuckers that just come out of the
best. That's the best way to describe a Chase fan. That was great.
It's like the sequel to some science fiction video game where they come out and they got big bulges on their neck. It's like.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I never had any problems with Chase Elliott fans. When he first came to the Cubs series, they were all chill.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well, I don't get how y'all hate Chase fans. I've had no issues with them yet. And then Darlington last year happened, and that's where it all went down. And I knew it was Kyle's fault. So
yeah.
And look, for those of you that follow me on Twitter, I'm the biggest smack talker on the history of the planet. And but when I saw Kyle wreck Chase Elliott, I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm gonna get off, log off. You guys have a great night. And
you hear that, Parv? He just admitted that it was his fault.
Is that a Kyle Busch fan who can admit Kyle's wrongs? We've never met one of those.
I definitely will most of the time. But you see, the thing was, I knew it was his fault, so I literally had no right to talk smack. So I just said, okay, I'm just going to log off. I'm going to let y'all be mad. I don't want nothing to do with this. And I had this Chase Elliott fan that just started tagging me in every single tweet saying, "Hey, dog, F you, F your driver, you're a piece of shit." I'm like, you're yelling at the wrong bro here, dude. Like, if you want to yell at somebody, go yell at Kyle. Like, that's just the thing. Like, they always attack the fan base for whatever happens on the track. Every time something happens, I always get yelled at. Like it's always my fault. Like, I drive the car. I was trying to tell them that, and Chase Elliott fans just kept blaming everything on me. So that the very next day, I said, you know what, Chase fans, I was going to take it easy on you, but you asked for it, and I started trolling the living crap out of them the very next day, making memes and everything like that.
Did that come back to bite you last year at Phoenix?
Well, there's this one Chase fan I follow, and he's a good buddy of mine. It was just for fun. There was some kind of diecast joke I made. So I bought the Fudge Brownie M&M's Kyle Busch scheme for the 164, and I got it in the mail, and I posted a tweet. My computer desk is right here, and I put the Fudge Brownie diecast like right on it, and I put Chase Elliott's diecast right on there, and I made it look like Kyle was spinning him out at Darlington. And then I tweeted, I said, "Here's how you display a Kyle Busch Fudge Brownie diecast." and then there's a Chase fan that replied, "Hey, here's how you display a Kyle Busch 2020 win diecast," and it was an empty case, and that was before the Texas race. And then I replied, same thing as Chase Elliott's championship diecast, huh? And then and then a month later, Chase Elliott wins the championship, and Kyle won a race in Texas. I'm like, well, both of our tweets aged pretty well, then, don't you think?
Yeah, well, okay. What about Twitter, man? Like, that's something that I have because, obviously I don't know shit about Twitter following. Cody, which is the online dude here, pretty much. He is. I don't even know the right term for that. I'm just gonna say the online dude. Since we call John the sound guy, we got to call you the online dude now.
I'll take it.
But like our social media manager would probably be a better term. I'll just use that.
I like online dude.
Online dude works.
Yeah.
Online dude. So like it, he's been like I guess gaining more followers. We've been kind of been kind of climbing up the ropes. I mean, to be honest with you, and I've kept up with your stuff for a while. Mm-hmm. I just now followed you. I thought I followed you for years, but I guess I have just always seen you through somebody else retweets. Mm-hmm. Because when you followed me today, I was like, what the hell? I could have swore to God I followed him. But like, I guess where I follow like Justin Champagne and a bunch of
I love my bro Justin, man.
Yeah, dude, he seems like a good guy. We've been trying to get him on too, man. So hopefully he'll come on too. We've been trying to get like a bunch of people in the community.
Yeah.
I mean, how did it come about? How did it come about you being like the top Kyle Busch fan? Because if Kyle Busch loses, wins, makes a mistake, your name is brought up 0.5 seconds after the race.
Well, so like I joined Twitter back in 2013 during All-Star Weekend. And of course, I kind of started as a nobody. I mean, like nobody knew me. I'm just trying to get my name out there. But I kind of wanted to be like popular with my high school friends and stuff like that. I never really wanted to get a part of the big NASCAR community. Yeah. On Twitter, but my high school friends just kind of wasn't working out, and then I just started getting more recognition with NASCAR fans and making a lot more friends there. I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and join this side. Then I mean I'm doing a lot better here, and for a while I only had like 400, 500 followers. Nobody really knew who I was yet. Nobody really cared for me, but here's why I'm so energetic. Like I get all my energy from Vol Twitter pretty much. Like I don't know if you guys follow like Tennessee Vol's Twitter, but like our fan base is just diehard passionate.
Listen, I'm a Hokie. Okay?
Yeah,
but Vol Twitter is one of my favorite sides of Twitter in the entire world. Like, y'all literally dictate who's going to be your coach and your athletic director. I mean, y'all
go Vols, baby. Go Vols, baby.
Yes.
Wait, where's that?
There you go. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I just get my energy from Vol Twitter. Like, we're just so passionate about our team. Like, yes, we suck, but I mean, we're always passionate. We're always tuning in. We care so much. We just want the team to be good. That's where I kind of get it from. I kind of want to be that passionate Kyle Busch fan. Like how a Vol fan is. I kind of want to be that for Kyle Busch, and hopefully like get some laughs in there, like get some followers and stuff like that. And that's just how I am. I'm a completely different person in real life than I am on Twitter. I'll just be honest with you with that. But really, my fame began last year. So I went to the Daytona 500. but I couldn't go back the very next day because it rained and it kind of got in the way of my flight time where I was supposed to go home. So I had to watch the rest of the Daytona 500 from a bar in Universal Studios in Orlando. And so I'm watching the race, the rest of the Daytona 500 from the bar, and Kyle's leading with 18 to go, and the engine blows up. I'm sitting there all pissed off. I'm ordering drinks. Like, I'm just sitting there depressed. And one of my friends sends me a picture of Joey Logano's onboard camera, and it looked like Kyle was flipping him off as he was going back, and like as he was blowing up. And I just started laughing. Like, as a number one Logano hater, I just died laughing. And I just tweeted it, and it just blew up out of nowhere. And I didn't even expect it. Dave Portnoy retweeted it. NASCAR's Barstool account retweeted it. Like, that's how big it blew up.
Holy shit. The king himself. Oh, my God.
And I didn't even expect it. Like, it just blew up. I got, like, 500 retweets in 15 minutes. And, like, that's how big it was. I'm like, well, okay. And then pretty much I just kept it up. That's how people found me. And here I am. I started 2020 with 550 to 575 followers, and I ended 2020 last year with 1,700.
Good God.
So I got to ask you a question. So let's say speculation, Kyle retires after the season. Let's say.
Okay.
Who do you
beat
pull
me
for?
to it? You beat me to it.
Who do you go for? Who is your go-to boy? Are you going to go still JGR? Are you going to go Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex? Because, I mean, they've got years in the game too. So.
I mean, you're right. I got to have a retirement plan soon.
Without a doubt.
I didn't have one when Terry Labonte retired. And, you know, I mean, just imagine if I didn't find the 2007 Budweiser shootout, like, you know, where would I be right now? But, like, I really want to pull for Ty Gibbs, like, when he comes in, because that kid, I mean, he just made his first career Xfinity Series start. He's already killing it.
Which was really impressive. I want you to look Jacob and Cooper in the eyes and say that one more time. Who would you pull for?
Yes,
18, 19 years old?
He is
18.
18, yeah. So he's young in the game. And
wait. I said it was impressive last week.
I'm 100% a Joe Gibbs hater. I'm a full diehard
Jacob,
Dallas
I don't
Cowboys
remember you
fan.
saying anything was impressive about Ty Gibbs last week. I think
maybe I took the joke to the cliff and then did say anything else.
I'm Dallas Cowboys all the way, so like I fucking hate Joe Gibbs. I do not like Washington whatsoever. So like Joe Gibbs with me just not a thing. So
I understand.
Nothing wrong. Mad respect to Ty Gibbs. I mean, he ran that super fucking well last week. So
that was
won me $18.
He did.
Well,
He won Cody $18.
I'm getting ready to spend Dalton on his top. Me, Cody, maybe Cooper too. I'm not sure. We do like Joey Logano. We do like Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski I'm fine with.
I'm through and through a Penske boy. My number one though is Bubba.
He said Brad Keselowski's cool with. Why?
I used to hate Brad. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I'm a massive Joey Logano hater. Like, I cannot stand the guy.
I didn't know that.
Back then, it was Brad Keselowski. Like, I hated that guy the most because Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch was a huge rivalry. But let's be honest, guys, that rivalry's dead. I mean, they don't get into each other anymore. I mean, they probably still hate each other personally, but like they don't have any on-track incidents anymore. They don't really do anything anymore. And you know, NBC likes to keep promoting it, but it's kind of being a dead horse at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad Keselowski, he's really grown on me lately. I started growing on him a little bit in 2015 when he gave Kyle Busch the high lane on the final restart at Homestead, because I would think, since he hates him so much, he wouldn't have done that, but it was pretty much a gift. And I respect Brad Keselowski because he's one of those outspoken drivers that we desperately need. I feel like we don't have a lot of that. And I also like what he does, like outside the track, with like taking care of the military. I remember what he did with, I think it was Hurricane Harvey, whatever hurricane hit Houston back in 2017. He raised money for it by selling T-shirts. I thought that was pretty cool. So Brad's kind of grown on me a little. I really don't hate him anywhere near as much as Joey Logano right now. So
you and me are like massive Joey Logano. I hate Joey Logano.
Yep.
Just
you hate Brad too. You hate Brad even more though.
I hate Brad. I hate Brad too.
Yeah.
Do you think Brad stays at Penske next year, or do you think he leaves? That's like a big discussion with us four.
I want to say he's gone.
Thank you.
What car do you think he goes to?
That's tough to decide. Like, I mean, I'm no silly season expert, so I can't really predict that. But I feel like he would not be there right now at Penske if he would not have won all those races last year. I feel like Penske doesn't really care much for him. Like, I remember watching the Dale Jr. download like during the pandemic break, and in his office, like he had a diecast of all his cars from IndyCar and literally every team he owns, and he didn't have a Brad Keselowski diecast on his desk. And so yeah, and I just feel like if Brad didn't win like 4 races last year, I mean, Brad had a pretty good season last year, or very decent at least. I feel like if he would not have won 4 races last year, I don't think he'd be at Penske right now. It's clear that something's going on down there. I feel like the crew chief change as well had a lot to do with that too. I just feel like Brad's getting disrespected there, and sooner or later he's just gonna get out of there.
I think he's a Hendrick boy through and through. I mean, I think obviously he's a Hendrick boy. Hendricks who kind of brought him through the ropes, and I think he was in Hendrick car when he sent Carl into the grandstands at Dega in 09,
which pissed me off.
Oh, buddy, same.
God, dude, that made me so mad. I'm going to sit here and say this. I mean, Cody's kind of mentioned it. I think he's going to start his own team.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you guys mentioned that just the other night.
Next gen car. There's manufacturers looking to come in. Brad has been a very big pioneer that says, "Hey, I think new manufacturers are good for the sport." I think Dodge will return to Brad Keselowski.
I remember he did have a truck team, but that didn't work out so well because it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Well, he closed it down, and when he closed it down, he said that he's closing it down now because he's hoping to run his own Cup team in the future.
Oh, I thought he was done for good.
No, yeah. He said that he's just closing it. He closed down the operations for the trucks so he could run something bigger in the future.
I gotcha.
So
what about 23XI? Do you guys see that?
I'm all in. I am all in.
Well, Denny Hamlin wants to run like
expand.
a 4-car.
Yeah,
they want like a 4-car team. I think they're going to a 2-car team next year, aren't they?
Yeah. So Denny said they're either looking at someone really young or someone who is a seasoned veteran.
Oh, son of a bitch! Ty Gibbs is going to go in that damn car.
I don't think Ty Gibbs will go to the Cup immediately.
He's going to be another Joey Logano. He's going to go in at 18, and he's
think so?
Ty Dillon.
Yeah, Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. It'll be Ty Dillon. Watch.
I think Ty Gibbs will be Denny Hamlin's successor, I think. I think it was on Corey LaJoy's podcast yesterday. Someone from my group chat sent this, and someone asked him for jokes, who's going to be your sponsor, like FedEx or Bass Pro Shops, and he was talking about wanting FedEx. He thinks that he could be Denny Hamlin's successor, or maybe Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. I can see retiring, being the first Joe Gibbs racing driver to retire, and then he'll probably go there.
Really? Over Kyle Busch?
Now, really? Kyle's still got 12 years to go, I think.
Damn, 12.
Kyle is kind of young. I mean, how old is Kyle?
35.
Kevin Harvick's 44.
So he said he doesn't want to retire anytime soon.
I've got a question about Kevin Harvick. How do you feel with him? What's your status on Kevin Harvick?
I think him
a hater or you?
I think him and his fans are both pricks.
Thank you. Oh my God. Listen. I have never been a big Kevin Harvick guy. He switched to Ford, and I was like, all right, whatever. That's my manufacturer. I'm like, he's with me now. Okay,
hey, he's the RCR guy through and through all the way. That's OG. I gotta go with Harvick
for Kevin Harvick. I just never will. I do think he's going to win the championship this year. I'm calling it. Kevin Harvick's going to win the championship 2021. I
remember my uncle. My uncle's a big Ford guy. He'll pull for anybody Ford. He hated Kevin Harvick back when he was at Richard Childress. And he told my dad, he said, I'm never buying a Kevin Harvick shirt or anything. I can't stand that guy. As soon as he switches to Ford, he said, I'm going to buy me a Kevin Harvick shirt now.
This sounds like your dad, Jacob.
No, he doesn't like Kevin Harvick either.
No, Joey.
Oh, that is true. Joey, my dad hated Joey from the time he was in the 20 car all the way through Joe Gibbs. And as soon as he went to Penske, my dad was like, all right, some bitch is going to be good.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, but I told them a couple of weeks ago, his definition was cool. I was like, why do you think that? He's like, well, I hated him so much that I watched the races, and he won 9 races in the Nationwide Series last year. That's when it was the Nationwide Series. And he said, and it pissed me off. He goes, so that's how I know he's good. He's like, because I was mad every damn week. And I was like, yep, that makes sense. But yeah. So, okay, you like Kyle Busch. Now, I've got a question for you that I've been thinking about. What about Kurt, man? Are you on the Kurt train?
I love Kurt Busch, man.
Okay.
Hey, that's the bro. That's the dude.
but I really miss the old Kurt Busch. I know he probably the old Kurt Busch should not come back, but I just wanted to come back so bad. That's when I enjoyed him.
Dude, I think his wife really helped him. I really do.
Oh, his new one, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Because I mean,
his new one.
His
new one. Yeah, it better not be Patricia because that was a messed up situation.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god,
that was seriously the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like a trained assassin. I'm like, what?
So I prefer the new Kurt Busch over the old Kurt Busch. I feel like he's just so much more mature. I think he's a better driver now than he was back then.
I mean, he needs to be because he's still on probation for the rest of his career. Do you guys know that? After the domestic violence accusations, they put him on probation for the rest of his career, like an indefinite probation.
My God, so that makes sense. All right, so he can't do anything.
Yes, that's kind of the reason why he has to chill out. But I just miss the old temper tantrum Kurt Busch. Like his temper tantrums were just so funny. I remember I cannot believe I don't remember this like all that well, but I rewatched the 2003 night race back, Bristol night race back about a month ago.
And
this is my first Bristol race.
Yeah. And
I had no idea about Kurt Busch, like the week Kurt Busch had leading up to that, because that was the week after him and Jimmy Spencer got into it. And
yep.
There were a bunch of signs like that fans made, like Jimmy Spencer's sponsor was like Sirius XM, and they had like a dog logo, and one of the signs said a lost puppy for Jimmy Spencer. And I remember watching the fight that Kurt Busch and Jimmy Spencer had, and my favorite all-time Kurt Busch quote was, he was talking about, I wanted to hit Jimmy Spencer's rear fender, and I got mine. I need to be more forward on his car. And Kurt was like, yeah, he missed you by like a couple inches or so. And Kurt said, it's his only count if you play with horseshoes and hand grenades.
I think my favorite Kurt Busch quote of all time is, the only thing from keeping me from knocking your ass out right now is that probation, as he storms away.
Wait, who was that?
I think it was Bob. It was either Bob or Dick
Marcus,
Kurt.
Yeah.
Marcus, yeah.
Like, well, Bob, the only thing keeping me from knocking your ass out right now is that probation.
Mine is the infinite where he gets spun, and immediately he gets spun, and as soon as his car was turned, there was no coming back. He goes, I fucking hate my fucking job every fucking week.
It's like him and Cole Custer are like the crown jewels of Radioactive, because they're just like cussing like sailors every single time. Like they're like radios are like the best, because they're just like, it's just full of obscenities of like, this motherfucker won't give me the lane or something, but also like Kyle Busch is like also like synonymous for like Radioactives too, because I think he might be the king of Radioactive, because like he's in it like basically every single week. It's always something. He's like, well, my fucking tire is loose or something. Like it's always something, and like I just love like Radioactive is like the way I like listening to it, because I just get to hear like the drivers like just getting yelled.
And it makes for great memes too, if you ever want to tweet like meme videos on Twitter or something.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think so. When you look at this year, all right. So this year we just come off of the COVID-19, and Kyle Busch did not have a good year last year. I mean, we can go ahead and
being on flashbacks.
Yeah, it was pretty damn bad.
How many wins did Kyle have last year?
Just one, baby. Let's go.
One.
So we're being too nice so far. Dalton, you're too likable, buddy. I gotta flip the script somehow.
Good luck with that.
I got you, brother. Don't worry, Cody. I got you in a minute. You hold up. I got you in a second.
Oh no.
But so this year he comes off of the Clash. He wins the Clash after Chase Elliott dumped Ryan Blaney.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
I mean, what was it like? Was it?
That was fun. Like I did not expect. So. We finally got racing back. I just wanted to enjoy it. I mean, it's just a Clash. I mean, it's supposed to have fun. It's not on the super speedway, so it's kind of stress free. But I was sitting there watching the final laps, and at first I thought Ryan Blaney was gone because he was the first car with fresh tires.
Yeah.
And I expected like as soon as he passed Chase Elliott, he was out of here. But Chase just hung right in there, like he packed it in the corners to make sure he did not get away. And I thought that was pretty impressive. But Kyle was freaking 3 seconds back, 2 seconds back, and I said, you know what? I'm fine with Ryan Blaney. I'm fine with Chase Elliott, except for his fans. And I'm like, I really don't care who wins. Like, if Kyle just gets the top 5, I'm fine with it. We're moving on to 500. And I was just hoping for a good finish. So, and I was also hoping that they would get into each other too. Like, I was hoping they would, but I'm like, okay, just get into each other. Let's go. But again, I didn't care who won. And then as soon as Chase spun Ryan Blaney out, my dog was sitting on my lap. Like, I'm all relaxed. I did not expect that to happen. And as soon as they wrecked each other, I had to, like, literally grab my dog, put her, like, on the ground real quick, and jump out of my chair and yell, go, go, go.
I was doing the same. Like, because, like, I saw the exact thing happen. Like, I was watching it. I was like, oh, shit. And, like, I didn't, like, notice Kyle Busch was back there. Also, I just saw AT come, like, go, yes, yes.
I'm glad you all got to celebrate because I spent the next hour and a half after that cussing as loud.
Yeah, you have to be mad when Blaney comes up into Chase Elliott trying to hold the lead.
But that's funny. Dalton just said that Chase spun Blaney.
Yeah,
I'm not there. No, I fully believe that it was Ryan Blaney.
I feel like you have a bad take.
That is a bad take.
Hold on. Let's hear Dalton. I want to hear Dalton's response to this. What do you think?
I don't care. Kyle Busch won. I could care less.
I'm not even getting in on this shit. No, I'm not.
All I know is that Kyle Busch won, and I got to celebrate by stone colding some Rowdy Energies.
Yes.
Did you guys see that video?
Yeah. How are those, by the way?
Okay, so I actually do reviews on Rowdy Energies, like every time they release a new flavor.
Yeah.
I started this like last year in the summer. I ordered my first 4-pack. I'm not an energy drink guy. I never wanted to be an energy drink guy because my first experience was with energy drinks was pretty bad because it was, like, long story short, it was Bristol 2009 for the nationwide race. It was in March, and it was hot. And this was back when NOS was the sponsor for Kyle Busch. And I decided to get a NOS, drink it on a hot day, and I didn't even eat lunch right after that. So later that night, I was dehydrated. And I said, never again. But then Rowdy Energies came out, and they said they're, like, a little bit more healthy than most energy drinks. I said, you know what? I just want to try one, see what happens, and go from there. I ordered a cherry limeade. I just wanted 1 can just to make sure everything was fine. I drank it. It was pretty good, and nothing happened. So I said, okay, I'm going to order the 4-pack and do some reviews on these. Cherry limeade was my first review, and I thought that was the best flavor. I would also put orange citrus on there. I would say cherry limeade and orange citrus are tied for first. Sour green apple is a close second. Strawberry lemonade, I didn't really care all that much for. I thought it was kind of the most boring flavor. I'm not saying it was terrible, but, like, it was just kind of boring a little bit. But the second time I tried it, it was, like, honestly a lot better. And then they came out with 4 new energy drink flavors. I got the Chiseled Ice first, and Chiseled Ice is pretty good too for a zero sugar energy drink. I would probably put that 4th. And then the last one I tried was a cotton candy. I was very excited for that flavor, but I'm not going to lie, it was pretty disappointing.
It hurt your stomach?
No, like, it didn't taste like as I expected it. Like, it was just kind of like a watery, boring flavor. And, I mean, I ordered like a 4-pack of cotton candies, and I wanted to try one and do a review on it. I gave it like a 6.5, I think, like just a little bit disappointing, like, at least my expectations. I still had 3 left over, but I didn't want to drink those. And when Kyle won the class, I said, I ain't going to drink these, so I'm just going to forget stone cold these sons of bitches. So I'm just going to put those to good use.
What do you feel about this year? Since Adam Stevens, I didn't know what happened to Adam Stevens. I was trying to do some research after he left.
Screw Adam Stevens.
You're done with him? Just that's.
Did you not see the interview with Graham Bensinger?
I did watch that. Yeah.
Did you watch the Adam Stevens one?
Yes. He.
Yeah. Like, Adam Stevens kind of sounds like a cocky crew chief. It has to be his way or the highway.
But in all fairness, though, let me throw this one at you. Isn't he, like, the crew chief for, like, a pretty cocky driver who shares that same mentality? Is that why you don't think he's a good fit?
I mean, I thought he was our guy, to be honest with you. I loved Adam Stevens. I defended him every time somebody was talking crap about him. It's just last year it just got so bad last year for some reason. Like, I remember Kentucky last year. I think that's where it all got started. Like, the relationship started to die down because Connor in my group chat he listens to Kyle Scanner every single week.
Yeah.
And you guys know Kyle's the pissed off one, and Adam Stevens is the calm one, trying to keep him in the game and stuff like that. It was the other way around, unfortunately. Like, Adam was pissed off, and Kyle was sitting there like, okay, whatever, I don't care, you know, whatever. And yeah, I thought that's like the season they had and no practice, that's where it just started to fall apart. And they started arguing with each other more. It kind of felt like the Dave Rogers days, unfortunately. And so,
well, just to make a point on here, I don't know if everybody else knows, Adam Stevens is now Christopher Bell's crew chief.
That's the only thing that I'm not happy with Christopher Bell. I mean, I like Christopher Bell. I'm glad he won last week. I'm glad I didn't have to see a Joey Logano win too. But it's just the fact that Adam Stevens was the crew chief is what pisses me off a little bit.
This is the most I've talked about JGR in a fucking episode.
Ever.
Yeah.
So let me ask. This is I guess you could say it's a conspiracy we have here. Do you think that Kyle might be getting Jimmy Johnson at JGR? And what I mean by that is, you know, the younger guys or the guys who are really starting to shine, maybe get a little bit more funding, a little bit more into their cars. Look at Chase Elliott versus what Jimmy was getting week in and week out. Do you think that Kyle last season was maybe getting Jimmy Johnson?
You know what? Normally, I would say you were lying or deny that right off the bat, but I'm actually starting to see it because of those crew changes. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but literally the entire 18 team moved on to the 20 team. Like, the crew chief all the way to the freaking hauler driver is all at Christopher Bell. I do understand, however, like the 20 cars pretty much sucks since 2017. They've been the fourth best JGR car since 2017. And I get they're trying to make it better. They're trying to get it to win races again. But I just don't think – I just feel like, you know, there were kind of better options to make that team better than just give Kyle the whole team. Because, I mean, again, I understand you're trying to make that team better, but, you know, you're just going to turn around and probably make your best driver on the team the fourth best JGR car. You know.
So you think Kyle is the most talented driver for JGR, like bias aside?
I mean, I would have to say so. Denny Hamlin would be right up there too. I could definitely see Denny Hamlin being probably the most talented in that bunch. But
yeah, I think for me, like Denny Hamlin's like the next Mark Martin, basically. Like you know, never wins a championship, but he's like one of the best. Like, I think the past few years he's like been in like at least the top 8.
Yeah.
Like not if not the top 4.
So Mark Martin was my guy back in the day. You said you were a Terry LeBlanc guy. I like Mark Martin. Here's the thing, and I'm going to admit this. Mark Martin is my man. He's my OG. That was my first driver. Denny Hamlin has surpassed Mark Martin's talent.
I can see that.
He's got
big.
Got more
big
wins.
for Jacob to say.
He's got more wins. I've always said, Dalton, if Denny Hamlin didn't drive for JGR or Toyota or in that field, I would have probably been a Denny Hamlin guy. But he did.
Yeah.
I have to toe the line. I cannot step over that line. So
yeah.
I will say that Denny Hamlin. I think Denny Hamlin wins a championship before he retires. I do not think he's going to go without one.
I want him to win a championship. I really do.
So,
I mean, the only thing I don't like about Denny Hamlin is that sometimes he'll say stupid things. Like, I can't get over the Adderall thing that he did, like where he joked about half of the garage like taking Adderall.
Yeah.
And kind of making the sport look bad. And then he goes like, you know, a couple of days later when he gets called out for it, he was like, oh, I was just kidding. And then I loved when Bubba Wallace just calls him out in this Daytona 500 interview and says, I don't know what happened, but he might need an Adderall for that one.
that is one of my favorite Bubba moments.
That's what made me like Bubba Wallace. Like, I mean, I liked him when he was back at KBM. Like, I pulled for Bubba Wallace when he was a KBM driver, and I wanted him to be successful. But then with that, I remember being pissed off at that race because Kyle blew a tire. He ran 4 laps down the whole race, and I was not in the mood. And even worse, Austin Dillon won. And I'm just not in a good mood, and I'm like, I was muted.
No Austin Dillon slander in this fucking podcast.
Well, too late for that, buddy. And and then like, but like I'm not in the mood to like be happy or anything. And then when I heard that Bubba Wallace interview, I just died laughing. Like my move went from 0 to 100, like just like that.
So, do you think Danny will win with JGR as a championship? or do you think he'll go over to his own team and win the championship?
Denny Hamlin is going to retire at Joe Gibbs Racing. There is no way he is leaving.
Agreed.
Actually, he just got a long extension, especially with FedEx, and that's another thing because FedEx sponsored the Washington Redskins field, and Joe Gibbs coaches the Washington Redskins, so they ain't never leaving that as
racist.
well.
That's racist.
Whoa!
It's the football team.
I keep calling the Redskins for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh,
But
it's okay. We
Buddy,
talked about it like 2 episodes
me and
ago.
Cooper NFC East boys, so by default we call them.
We always say Redskins.
Yeah.
I'm an AFC East boy.
Shut the fuck up, Parv. No one cares about
Did
your
anybody
fucking
say,
Dolphins.
"Hey, Parv"? what
Literally,
division
no
are
one
you?
mentioned that.
Go Panthers.
Oh, Panthers. Hey, they're about to get Deshaun Watson though.
I hope. Just don't get rid of Christian McCaffrey, please, and I will be fine.
There's no fucking chance to get rid of Christian. There's
Unless
no
they
way.
trade McCaffrey for Russ.
I heard they were going to
That's
trade
stupid.
McCaffrey for Deshaun Watson. I'm like, please no.
Yeah, I meant Watson, not Russ. Watson, sorry.
Hey,
Yeah.
Russ wants to come to Carolina too.
Yeah, that was one of his teams.
So
I think this is the 6th or 7th Washington football team meme that we've had because somebody's always said, "Oh, it's the Redskins." And everyone's like, "Whoa!" So I think that's number like
All right.
6 or 7.
Coop, what
Okay,
you
Park,
got?
go ahead and interrupt me. God,
I know Coop like Coop's been itching to ask a question that's like going to be controversial.
oh, it's not a question. It's just a statement. I'm going to go ahead and come out and say I know last episode and 2 episodes ago I shit on Kyle Busch. Not a big fan. Done my research. I will say Kyle Busch has my respect. I am a very slight
that.
Kyle Busch fan.
what the fuck?
Jacob, it's just me and you now, buddy. It's just me and you.
No, look, I
Get
respect.
fucked, Jacob and Cody.
I
You don't have to
respect-
like him, but as long as you respect his talent, I'm completely fine
Exactly.
with that.
He's a talented
you.
fucking driver, and he is the heel of NASCAR, and I appreciate that so much because he is a genuine guy.
Yeah.
He is a genuine guy. He's a dirty racer. You can't
Like-
say if someone
Eh.
bumps his bumper,
I mean,
he's not gonna fucking turn him.
Nah.
here's the thing.
But
I'm sorry.
still, out of everything, Kyle Busch has my respect now. I will say, I'm gonna stop shitting on Kyle Busch. I got it out before the podcast. I said, fuck him. He turned off.
What?
But still, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I
Jacob, it's just
apologize.
me and you from here on out, buddy.
See, when there is
Hey,
a
Cody, don't make me read the text messages, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
read the fucking text. It
Bro.
said, if you go back to the past, you will hear me and Jacob say, we respect Kyle Busch for his skill, but fuck him on the track.
Yeah, it's
See,
exactly how we are. We,
Like,
yeah,
I like-
yeah, we are. Listen, he is without a doubt one of the best drivers that's ever hopped into a cockpit.
That's what I
of a
said.
car.
I
That being
literally said I was saying the
hate
same
his
thing.
fucking guts. I cannot stand him. That
And
is just-
I do respect him outside of the track as a person.
Without a doubt,
His
without a doubt.
charity,
Like,
his
oh, yeah,
foundation he
charity
has with
is-
his life
okay,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
when you see when there's a family type of commercial and there's a NASCAR, it's usually Kyle Busch, Brexton, and his wife. Because Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart the Super Circuit that came on the Switch, who was it? It was Kyle and his family. I'm kind of surprised Nintendo didn't want to be like let's do that. But Kyle Busch is he's genuinely a human. He's a family man, charitable man. He's a smart businessman. All of a sudden on the track, he's a completely different person.
You know what I hear right now? Glug, 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 glug.
When Kyle Busch leaves the sport, we're gonna miss him.
Oh,
Yes.
100%. 100%.
100%.
Yeah,
I
nobody
love
can.
to hate him.
We can't
we're gonna
disagree
be like,
there.
fuck, we need him again. We need someone like that again.
I love to hate him. Don't worry. We have Ryan Preece and Tyler Reddick, so we'll be
Oh my god.
No, I think
Tyler
Whoa!
RCR hate. No,
no.
right over there. Right over there. I
I
got
was
you,
just
Cody.
fucking with you. Come on.
I got the Twitter fight with Tyler Reddick.
Oh,
I
did
think-
you really? You got
Did you?
Yeah, okay, so this is back in January. This is a couple weeks before the 500. Tyler Reddick ran Kyle Busch the past 2 Super Speedway races in 2020 at Daytona, Talladega. And so I tweeted a picture of both times he did it. And I told Tyler Reddick, I'm going to be watching your ass here in Daytona 500 next month. And he replied and said, glad to see you'll be following my team along.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing those retweets. Yeah.
That makes it cool. Yeah.
I think I have.
Hey, before you speak, Parv, you were talking just a second ago. If I don't say this, I'll hate myself for it. You were saying that Kyle Busch has charities and shit outside of out of the sport, and I guess this goes for you, Dalton. You too, Dalton. Doesn't Joey Logano also have a couple of charities outside the sport?
He does. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Joey's a big family man.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has charities.
Yeah.
True.
That's a Kyle Busch answer right there. It's like, hey, look what I did. And then when somebody says the same thing about someone else, he's like, if you wreck Kyle Busch for the win, you're the worst person in the world to his eyes. But if he wrecks you for the win, it's just racing.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
But I do think I have my heel for when Kyle Busch leaves. And hear me out. I think it's going to be Ty Gibbs. For one, he's probably going to be a JGR.
Barb, you just love for us to shit on you, but go ahead.
No, this is like I think the reason why I think he's going to be a heel, because for one, he is getting he obviously
continue.
I mean, his grandfather is JGR, so he's probably going to be a JGR for life.
Probably. No fucking shit, dumbass. Yes, he is.
So like,
well, now in all fairness, though, look at Ty Dillon.
He's going to have his family sponsorship.
All right.
Like, getting.
Yeah, but he don't even have Childress' last name.
Touche.
If
So,
I didn't know, if they didn't shove it down my throat, I'd be like, oh, there's one of them Dillon brothers. Hell, where'd they come from? Fucking not much Ty Gibbs could do. It would just be weird being like
Ty Gibbs to Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah.
He's just going to be built up to he's going to get all the good sponsors. He's going to get all the good equipment. So everyone's going to be like, oh, the only reason why he's good at racing is because of his grandfather.
I mean, I hate to say it.
Fuck you, Parv.
Yeah.
This isn't me.
Listen, if Ty Gibbs went out there and ran fucking 10th, finished 10th every race of the year, he would get a ride. Of course he would. Parv, if you had a kid, if I was a father and I was out there and my kid was running, let's say we both have children, right? And our children's out there running for years, and they're doing pretty damn good. They never won a race, but they have some top 5s and some top 10s.
Fuck, I would say top 20. If my kid's running top 20, I'm like, hey, you're coming to my team, brother. I'm gonna help you out.
Are you gonna put your kid in the driver's seat, Parv?
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's because you're biased. I'm not.
I mean,
He's going to the fucking house and sitting down. Winners or nothing, baby.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time you finish second, you sleep in the doghouse. Dog comes inside. You know what I'm saying?
This is not me being a future Ty Gibbs, and this is me being a.
Yes, it is.
You just said that you are a future Ty Gibbs fan. No, you just said my next heel is probably Ty Gibbs.
No, I'm saying he's going to be the future heel of NASCAR, not like me.
Then who are you going to pull for? Whoever drives the M&M's car? I cannot wait till Joey Logano gets the M&M's car.
Noah Gragson. He's pulling for Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson. That's who he's pulling for.
If Joey Logano goes to the M&M's car, I'm done. I'm done with life. I'm done with everything. Goodbye.
I'm going to laugh my ass off when it comes on the news and Bob Procris is like, M&M's leaves Kyle Busch to go to Joey Logano. All this stuff
will burn if that happens. I don't give a crap how much money I spent. It's gone. Don't ever put that evil on me ever again. Do you understand me?
It's gonna happen, man. I'm fucking calling. I'm calling.
No. I refuse.
Right, so we've covered the road course. Let's skim through the season real quick. Daytona happened. Oh, go ahead, Coop. Go ahead, Coop.
No, you go ahead. I'm just clearing my throat. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. So we know where this is going. We moved to the Daytona 500, right? It was a rough day for a lot of people out there. And it was especially now, Dalton, I'm going to ask you to put aside your Joey hatred here, okay? I want you to just look at it as the number 22 Penske car.
Okay, wait, what did you say, Cody?
I said, pretend it's just the number 22 Penske car. No driver, okay? It's a default. Default face number 1. That final lap. What happened?
Chris Bell just caught his ass and ran away with it.
No. The 500.
Oh, the 500. Oh,
yeah. 500.
I thought you were talking about the road course. I'm sorry.
We'll get to that one. But the 500, that final lap, halfway through turn 3. What happened?
Joey put a bad block like he always does. But I will say this, though. I saw it coming, okay? We all knew it was coming. I mean, you're single file, which you shouldn't be, on a final lap. You know he's going to block. And even if it's not Joey Logano, whoever's leading on the final lap, if it's single file on the backstretch, somebody's going to block. And so I was sitting there and saying, okay, well, Joey Logano's going to Aaron Hernandez the field. I'm just waiting for it to happen. And then the final lap. Yeah, I even tweeted that too. I said, all right, when's Joey Logano get Aaron Hernandez the field? I said, okay, so the final lap it is. But yeah, like I said, you're single file. Joey's leading. I said, the first guy that pulls out of line, Joe's going to block him. It's going to cause a big wreck. So I saw it coming, so I can't really blame him. But I got to put the blame on Joey for that. Well, I really don't think Michael McDowell touched the ball. I feel like it looked like to me.
Wait, what?
It looked like
I don't know about that take, bro.
It looked like to me Michael McDowell let off a
Take again. Oh, no. I've heard that fucking 18 times this week. Go ahead.
I was too pissed off to because Kyle got wrecked. I was too pissed off to even look at the replay. So I mean, I can't really answer that.
So you don't think that McDowell maybe drove Brad in a little too hot, regardless of Joey's block?
I mean, yeah,
He gave a good draft, just riding on that bumper. Joey threw the block. Brad touched his bumper. That's exactly what fucking happened.
Brad turned
and
right,
I rewatched it.
Brad,
what? An
Brad
hour ago.
Brad did turn right, but that put McDowell on the left-hand side, and we all know what happens on the left-hand side. That is just
See, we're completely we're not completely split. I am the only individual that blames Michael McDowell for that entire instance.
You just fucking hate Michael because of Bubba. That's why. That's the only
I hated
reason.
Michael McDowell when I was 10 years old. When I was 11, I've hated Michael McDowell his whole career.
So
give him respect now. He fucking won.
No.
Hey, Cody, wait a minute. I got something for you.
Please.
I think I know exactly what he's going for.
What is this?
And this is something that's going to warm my heart up entirely.
Hey, Cody, fuck you.
Hey, Coop, listen.
Damn, the hostility. This 500 is still going on fucking 2 weeks later.
Oh, this 500 will go on.
Holy fucking shit.
This is like our banter.
Yeah, there it is. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. That's
just champagne. Yeah.
That's
champagne flipping off McDowell.
God, those nasty ass numbers. Leave them in the middle of the fucking door. That's my rant for this week. Oh my God. I hate that shit.
I'm putting all the blame right there on McDowell at the 500. I think he just drove Brad in too hot. Michael McDowell averaged 30th place finish in his career.
Race.
Do what?
When's the last time you watched the finish?
Last week, this week, I rewatch it all the time just to get pissed off.
Dude, you watch it again.
Did your headphones say 18 on them too?
Yeah.
He's got Kyle Busch headphones
too. You're losing, dude.
Oh, these are just stickers. Like I just printed these and put them on there.
That still takes effort. Yeah. Barb just wears his hat and then says he's the biggest Kyle Busch fan every week.
Hey, I've only watched 3 races my whole life. Fuck you, Barb.
Yeah, Barb's a huge fan. All right, so we move into the road course.
I'm gonna call it right now. Parv was saying he wasn't, but he's gonna be a Ty Gibbs fan when Kyle Busch retires.
Without a doubt. I'm gonna be a Ty Gibbs fan too. I mean, I gotta have a plan.
I know. It's the same thing with like what we were talking about earlier. The Dale Jr. fans mutated, and it's gonna happen again with the Kyle Busch fans. They're gonna be like, well, hell, we don't know who to pull for, and Ty Gibbs is gonna come up, and then everybody's gonna go.
Well, here's what I want to do. I want to pull. I don't know where he's going, obviously, but I want to pull for Ty Gibbs first, like right after Kyle retires. Yeah. And then I want to say in like 3 to 4, maybe 5 years, Bryson will come in, and then I will jump right over to him. That's my plan.
Yeah, 100%.
You just need a placeholder.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just so glad that Michael McDowell won the Daytona 500.
I don't know why we have to do this. Like, I really don't know why we have to do this.
You're wrong. You have a bad take.
How many races have you watched in the last 2 years, Coop?
Fucking 2. 4. It doesn't matter. You're still wrong.
That's all I got to say. So the road course happens. Joey Logano, I'm sure with a big smile on your face, gets passed.
Oh, my God.
That's so easy for an Austin Dillon fan to be riled up just for his stardom this season because he ain't done shit the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
You're wrong. What has Bubba done?
That's fine. Bubba didn't drive for one of the top dog teams.
Fuck you.
Bubba's hand did get held all the way up through by Papal Childress.
Because Bubba fucking sucks.
You cut out right there, buddy. That's a
Good.
shame. So
Good.
anyway, so we have the road course happen, right? Now you can see when our gloves like just fall off, right? We throw them off. Road course happens. I'm sure with a big smile on your face, you see Mr. Bell go right around Joey.
Yep.
1 through 10, how hype were you there?
I was still pissed off because Kyle just got done wrecking, and it's still 2020 apparently. But I was wanting Christopher Bell to win so bad because I despise Logano, and I wanted Christopher Bell to win too. So I didn't think Christopher Bell was going to run him down. I'm not going to lie. Like I knew he had a good car all day. I knew he ran top 5 all day too. But like I did not expect him to actually go up there and catch Logano. But he was doing it. I'm like, okay, well, go, pass the son of a bitch. And sure enough, he did. So I was pretty happy about that. Christopher Bell saved my Sunday from getting worse. Like, Kyle already wrecked. Joey Logano, when it would have been the icing on the cake or whatever. And Christopher Bell literally saved me from just going like, yeah, I would have gone insane. So thank you, Christopher Bell, for saving my life.
I will say Christopher Bell passed Joey fair and square.
Yeah.
He passed him fair and square, so he got the win. I
He didn't even go up into him like Blaney did on Chase.
Oh my God, no! We can't do this again. I felt bad earlier. I was just trying to make a joke that it caused a big quarrel between us. Listen, Chase Elliott dumped Blaney. That is all there is to it.
Yup.
Back at it.
I can't give that one. I was just going to say, I was going to ask Dalton. I was going to ask him a question. This is a question to me. Okay, so obviously, if you're a Kyle Busch fan, and everybody that's ever heard of Kyle Busch, we all know that there is a big majority. I will say his fan base has grown over the past a couple of years. Probably after his championship, I would say, is when people kind of started giving him respect. But I've started to see more Kyle Busch fans at the track and, on Twitter and stuff like that. But there's still a vast majority of people that hate Kyle Busch. And, you got the saying, fuck Kyle Busch. Cody actually wanted me to wear my shirt tonight, and I don't have it here with me. I have a fuck Kyle Busch t-shirt that I wore to Bristol a couple of years ago. But then I got pegged as a Chase fan, and I was like, I'm not even a Chase fan. Then I was like, I retired it.
So for the thing in the video, for like the sake of for people knowing, it's a picture of like when Kyle Busch.
It's from Darlington.
Yeah,
it's from Darlington. It's literally from Darlington.
Where like Chase Elliott was flipping off.
It's the one Old Bro Sports made, right?
Well, kind of. I think I bought it. They had it in like baby blue, and I was like, that ain't my color, so I got it in black.
Well, I will say this. It blows the freaking Chase Elliott store t-shirt right out the freaking water. Like, that was an embarrassment.
Yeah.
The Clyde's bird shooting or whatever. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're seeing like a lot more, and I mean, how did you, like, as a Kyle Busch, as the number one Kyle Busch fan, how did you power through? Because I mean, I know that some of the interviews that he gave, I mean, it was like, like it was hard. How is it? Because I'll sit here and say I'm honestly never really had a driver. The only time I felt bad, I was a Mark Martin fan and a Carl Edwards fan. The only time I felt like Carl Edwards stepped over the line was when he about killed Brad. That was when I was just like, oh, okay, that was bad. And in the Nationwide Series when he won the championship, can't remember the track at that.
Gateway.
It was Gateway. Yeah.
He ain't gonna kill my boy.
Yeah, yeah. That pretty much. And that's when I was like, okay, I got to step back and think. So I've been there like once before, but how is it? I mean, what do you like? Do you defend it, or do you just come out and you're like, okay, no, he was a dick, or do you just be like, I just don't want to give any?
Well, I'll defend him 85% of the time, and there will be some cases where I don't. The Ron Hornaday incident, I really didn't like at all. Like, yeah. I didn't get it also too. Like, I remember watching it, and Ron Hornaday was trying to avoid a lap car,
Yeah.
Obviously, live cars shouldn't have been out there, but I mean, Hornet was trying to avoid them, and they both got in the wall, but none of them have damage. I mean, maybe a little bit of tire rub, but it's still early in the race. All they got to do is go to pit road, clear the fenders, they're good.
Yeah.
And then Kyle I see Kyle go right after Ron Hornet. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? I mean, you're fine, stop. And he just slams Hornet in the wall, just tears the car up even worse. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, you could have just kept going. I still don't understand that. I still don't. That's the only time I have been mad about Kyle. I can't really think of another incident on top of my head where I did not defend Kyle, but for those of you fans, before you freak out, no, I did not support the Ron Hornaday incident. I will make some jokes about it sometimes, but in reality, I never really defended it that much, and I still don't either. So,
but that's pretty much been the only time that you've ever been like, okay, that's where I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah, a little bit, like, because I was scared to death because I thought Kyle was done after that because M&M's wanted to leave, and I thought, oh, dude, we're done. Like, I've never seen like a sponsor wanting to leave because of an incident like that. Like, it's bad when somebody wants to pull out.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I was hoping Kyle would not be suspended for the rest of the season, but I remember like that Monday I had to watch NASCAR race because I didn't know if he was going to be suspended or not. Now, I couldn't even do homework yet. Like, I had to do homework, but I wanted to wait and hear the news first. And I was happy that they weren't going to suspend him, that he would be allowed to run. But little did I know it wasn't even over yet because he still had the fine and the points dog or something like that. And then on Thursday, I started hearing stuff about M&M's leaving. I'm like, oh, dude, this is bad. I remember hearing on the radio in the car with my dad that M&M's wanted to drop Kyle Busch and Eric Almirola would come to Joe Gibbs Racing and drive the 08 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, and M&M's would be a sponsor. And Dad kept telling me, Dalton, do you understand how bad this is? I'm like, no, what does that mean? And he goes like, Dalton, he could get fired for Joe Gibbs Racing. I'm like, oh no. Like, is it really that bad? And I was pretty nervous about that. Luckily, he had Interstate Batteries to step up and fill in for those last two races. So I think if it wasn't for that, Kyle would have been really big trouble. But thankfully, M&M's came back and the very next year. And I remember 2012, like right after that, I said, Kyle, no more incidents. Like seriously, no more getting into trouble. No more of that. We really got to stop because I was really nervous about Kyle leaving or being fired from Joe Gibbs Racing because of the sponsor dropping out. And then I remember having the Kurt, right after his Homestead incident. And that actually, as a matter of fact, Kurt Busch's Homestead incident where he flipped off Michelle Obama and cussed off Dr. Jerry Punch. I
didn't know this. What the hell is this one?
You didn't hear that? This is in Homestead 2011. Kurt Busch blows the transmission on the third lap of the race. And Michelle Obama was there to give the command to start into. She was there for like some kind of children's charity. She had a bunch of kids with him, like some kind of charity she runs or something like that.
Yeah.
But she gave the command to start into or wave the green flag, I think. Kurt ran 3 laps and the transmission blew. He had to go straight to the garage. And Michelle Obama was in the garage. Like her car was there, like the car that like drives around, stuff like that.
That is right. No, okay.
As Kurt goes to the garage, he's caught a camera flipping her off. And but to be honest with you, I think Kurt literally took your anger out on anybody. Like, he didn't care who it was. Like, if he was mad, he would just take it out on anybody. He could take it out on us if he wanted to. and then about an hour later, he's waiting for an ESPN interview, and a fan catches him cussing off Jerry Punch because they were taking too long. and then Kurt got fired from that. And Pennzoil dropped it first, and then that led to when those sponsors kind of forced. All right, so and when Kurt got dropped by Pennzoil, that's when I knew like that could have happened to Kyle after the Hornaday incident with M&M. So I thought okay, like we really need to chill out here. No more incidents. I really don't want to get fired. And thankfully, nothing happened, and he's matured enough. I think that really helped him mature as well. And I think Joe Gibbs getting in there, getting involved in that really helped a lot too. So that was probably the only time where I had to like not defend Kyle. Like, I'm like, you know what, that got to chill out here, got to be better, do better, to make sure that doesn't happen again.
So I think my thing is like, I mean, I don't think we can really defend much because his interviews like most of the time they're not like if something bad happens to him in the race, I'm probably going to say he's the first guy you should never go to if like something has happened to him because they're going to ask him like, hey, what happened? And he just doesn't want to talk. So what do you think? What do you think with that? Like, how do you think people? Do you think people are like, hey, well, I mean, do you condone like anything he says, or are you just like he should probably like say stuff?
I mean, at the same time, I just love hearing what Kyle has to say because most of the time we get those great quotes, and,
Yes,
and it makes for great memes and stuff like that. There really hasn't been an interview where that made me mad or anything that I don't remember. Well, the Hornaday interview was kind of cocky, like like kind of straight up saying, I'm gonna lose my cool if you ever do that to me or anything like that. That was probably the only interview where that did make me mad, but overall, the rest of Kyle's interviews are pretty funny. You get some great quotes. It's just those heat of the moment things.
yeah.
Every time in the heat of the moment, you're gonna get something good.
Yeah, I like the one like where he's just like not saying anything or like he's like asking like, I have to answer these stupid fucking questions. Can I leave now? And like and then like they're like, yeah, you can go, and he just leaves. And NASCAR's like, you're going to get fined just a little bit.
Well, but at the same time, he does need to be outspoken because, like I said, we never have those outspoken drivers. A lot of people are too afraid to like say what they want to say and stuff like that. I feel like if we had more outspoken people like Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, sometimes Denny Hamlin, or Brad Keselowski, the sport would be just fine. You still got to have that. So I really want Kyle to be mad sometimes. Like, I really want to hear what he has to say. Like, I wish he would talk crap about the package more so hopefully they can change it. But yeah, like
it's awful.
Yeah, oh yeah, we can all agree to that.
Speaking of Denny Hamlin has become a force to be reckoned with on Twitter in the last few weeks alone.
Yes.
Right? He's got kind of he's got like a big dick energy this season, and I think that can really help to propel him to being in serious contention for the championship.
I would too if I had Michael Jordan co-owning a team with me. I'd be swinging my pecker around everywhere. I wouldn't care what anybody said. I will say this: I don't know who Chip Ganassi brought into the track. I've been trying to find that out, but I'm guessing that she's attractive because Denny Hamlin's wanting to see her again. Is what it is from what I'm understanding. Because he posted posted like. His guest is not allowed to come, or Chip Ganassi can go to a suite. And Denny Hamlin was like, "We're only concerned about the guest here, Bob. You can just let us know."
I can find that real quick.
What's got into Denny Hamlin? Like, why did he all of a sudden just?
That's what I'm saying. He's just walking around with a big dick energy this year.
Somebody posted that picture of his cake, and he was just like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I'm good looking, man."
It's probably those PJs. I don't know.
Dude, he's got a. Listen, man, I'm not gay by any means, but I've got an ass. I will say that.
It's NASCAR.
Good thing I know who's behind that fire suit because I'd have had to act up if I'd seen.
So this is like I just want to reference. This is a tweet that we were like referencing. Bob Hawkris has tweeted, "One note on the Chip Ganassi one race suspension from Homestead. He will be allowed to enter either with a grandstand ticket or a suit jacket. He can't. He just can't be in a credential area. It cannot be on team radio."
Ooh, he's got to go to a suite. Oh, that must.
Denny Hamlin responds, "Bob, can you let us know if his guests will be allowed back? That's all we're really concerned with. Thanks." And then also says, "Mr. Ganassi, sir, if you're reading this, assuming you are cause you liked my previous tweet, you're a legend, sir. Just wanted you to know that. Have a great weekend." Denny Hamlin is the freaking man.
So in NASCAR media, I feel like this is a really cool place to segue into that. Dalton, clearly you're pretty good with NASCAR media. Is it kind of a career you're wanting to pursue?
No, I really want to be. Here's my career path that I want to go down to. I graduated with graphic design. I wanted to work with NASCAR, obviously, but I really didn't know like what I actually wanted to do. I kind of grew up like making custom diecast as a hobby. Like I would actually paint, like buy model paint, and I get these 164 cars that I don't really use anymore. I would paint over it and like make a new paint scheme out of somebody. Like what I would do is like for example, let's just Kyle Busch's Skittles Captain America car. Do you remember that? He ran it at Talladega.
Yeah,
It was a sour Skittles with the Iron Man and Captain America movie on it. I bought like a regular Skittles 164 car, and I went and printed the the template for it, and I would paint where like all the green needed to go and stuff like that, and then I would print the thing and like glue all like the logos and stuff like that and put it on the car. It actually looks like a normal die cast.
Do you have any examples for us?
Yes, I do. Hold on just 1 second. I gotta move all these Radicans that are displayed on top of my case here. So just 1 second. Let's see here.
I think this is Cooper things right here because he's also.
Yeah, Cooper's also in graphic design.
I mean, I'm down to look at some of these.
All right, here's a couple I got. So here's these Transformers diecast that I made. This is custom. Like this is all a template. So it's basically all paper. What I did was like I printed like the paper, got the right size of the diecast, and I just glued it on here. And it looks like a normal diecast. And this one I painted like to make it look like this was his 2016 Kansas win for 164. So what I did was I just I kind of like painted all the confetti off and like replaced the hood ornament like with the logos and stuff like that. So
yeah.
To kind of make it look like the real thing. So I kind of like have a normal Red Nose Day 2016 diecast. So that's pretty much what I want to do. Like I'm very interested in like making logos and making paint schemes and stuff like that. Currently, I'm working at this trucking company called Allvan, where we like build trucks. I work in the graphics department. I'm a graphic installer. So I don't know if you ever heard of like college hunks and 2 Men in the Truck moving trucks.
Yeah.
I will apply stickers and graphics for those trucks.
Okay, they're actually here at my apartment all the time in Knoxville.
Really?
College
Yep.
hunks, yep.
College hunks, the way we put the stickers on it, it's the exact same way you wrap a car. So, like you see those videos where like they get like a big piece of wrap and they squeeze it, they cut around and stuff like that. Same thing with the college hunks. That's actually what I want to do. I either want to be a graphic designer where I design the paint schemes for the teams, or be a graphic installer for the race teams, where I get to put the wraps on the cars. Like that's what I really want to do, because I feel like it's a lot of fun. It's something I've been working with for a long time now. It's something I went to school with, something I love doing. So I like to continue with that.
Hell yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't have any more questions. Does anybody else got anything else?
Yep. I think this is something we definitely have to cover. Who you got this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Picks?
Yep.
Okay,
so give like your prediction for like your group chat that you said you had, but also like give if someone like you've already picked or whatever, just get like your like real time pick too if you.
Yeah. So one thing about like the rules of my group chat picks, like it's 6 guys including me, and we have to pick a driver only one time for the regular season, but when the playoffs come, it starts all over. And so let's just say if my driver picks, let's just say I pick Cole Custer for this weekend. If he actually wins the race, I get 2 bonus points for the playoffs. If I pick Cole Custer, but he finishes 7th, but he finishes better than all the other guys' picks, then I get only 1 point. And if I pick Cole Custer like first, then the rest of my group chat can't pick him. Like they have to wait another week.
You mean Cole Custer, Rookie of the Year 2020, right?
Yeah, for real.
He had a worse average finish, fewer top 5s and fewer top 10s than Tyler Reddick.
And got one more win, baby. That's a debate that me and Cody have like all the time. Who's the better driver out of the two? They're so close though. They really are.
Yeah. I still got to say Tyler Reddick. I'm sorry.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's basically how my pick goes in my group chat. But if I want to pick somebody this weekend, I'm actually going to go with the underdog. I think we've had like surprise winners all season. I think that's going to continue with Tyler Reddick this weekend.
My man.
Yeah, yes. Tyler Reddick is probably the most underrated driver that people are looking at Homestead, Miami. The reason why I'm picking him is because he won the championship there 2 years in a row, 2018, 2019, I believe. He knows how to get around that track. He finished top 5 there last year. Could have got a top 3 if he would have figured out what he went on to stop. I can't get over that. But yeah, Tyler Reddick, a lot of people are like not looking at it for this weekend. So, and with the season we've had so far and all the surprise winners, I expect that to continue for another weekend. So, give me the number 8 car, Tyler Reddick for Homestead.
Hell yeah.
I'm probably going to go with, and I'm not just saying this, but I'm actually probably going to go with Kyle Larson.
That's not a peg pick either. If you guys don't remember, Larson dominates Homestead Miami. Yep. But since it was always a championship race, he would always be the nice guy, just back away, let everybody settle it, not get involved. So yeah.
I think Reddick is not a bad choice either. I think Reddick is a good choice for that track.
Larson will win 2 races this year. He'll either be Miami and the Bristol Dirt Race, and that's it.
100%.
That's my prediction for him.
I guess I'll go next for my prediction for this. I really want Matty D to win because I mean, he's probably the most likable. He's probably the most likable driver. Like I don't know if there's like a hate fan group of Matt DiBenedetto, but
I don't think anybody hates Matt. If somebody says they hate Matty D, I don't trust them as a human being.
No,
like he's like the best. Like he's starting 37th, and it's like some miracle happens, but for me, I think we're going to see. I think Denny Hamlin's starting on the pole, and I think he's not going to win a stage. Like he's not going to win stage 1 or stage 2, but I think he's going to come back and win the race. That's my prediction for this race.
All right, Hamlin's not a bad pick either.
I'll go on and get mine.
Boba.
Oh, okay. He's joining me. I see.
Yeah, I'm all in on Tyler Reddick. He is also he is plus 2,200 this weekend. If you want to throw some money in on him,
dude. My dad last week. So my dad's been doing DraftKings, and he thought about picking Christopher Bell to win last week, but
I did.
He didn't want to risk it but he said if he would have bet like $10 for Tyler Reddick to win the Daytona Road Course last week, he would have won $15,000.
Yeah.
If he would have picked Christopher Bell last week.
Yep.
I think I've got Kevin Harvick this week.
That's also not a bad pick.
I got to stick with Harvick. I feel like Harvick's got to get a win. I feel like it'd be this weekend. So nothing wrong with Reddick. I mean, I'd be happy to see Reddick. I'd be fucking ecstatic to see Reddick. But
the biggest thing with Miami is you have to think about the guys who are good on the high line.
Yep.
Hurt guys and guys that are good on the high line are always going to be a favorite at Miami.
Well, I think the front runners, no matter what, are going to be people that we've seen in the championship in the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way I look at it.
I mean, because they know that track, like, it's such in their brain, like how to race it and everything. It still sucks if they can't practice or qualify.
Yeah, I have my opinions on that, but
please bring back qualifying practice. There's no reason to not add it this year.
Yeah,
I don't care about practice. If we don't have practice, that's fine. But I do think we should be looking at bringing back qualifying.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the way they do it, like the starting lineup is so dumb. Like I just feel like there's a lot of bias into it as well. But
yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm already looking forward to next year just to have all that stuff back.
So the first few qualifyings where they did the drawings or whatever was completely fair for everybody. And then they came up with that formula that's just based on the points and how you did last week. And that's killing it.
I don't know about that other qualifying system they did last year because it's like Eric Almirola starting the poll every single week for the random draw.
See, I would rather have a random draw than the just the formula because we always know Denny's going to start up front, Chase is going to start up front, Harvick's going to be up front right from the get-go. And then the way they were doing it where like the top half from the previous week would be in the bottom half the next week. And like they were kind of like flipping them back and forth. I was fine with that because it let guys who are never up front be up front.
You want to get in on the Michael McDowell bet, Dalton?
Actually, one thing I want to say before we get to that, if we're not going to have qualifying, how about we go back to the Budweiser shootout pole qualifying where he picked up starting business out of Budweiser bottles. How
I'm
about we
fine
do
with
that?
that. I
I'm
am
fine with that. Let's bring that back. I love that. We got a bet this week.
Okay.
That Michael McDowell is going to finish 18th
or better.
Higher than 18th. If he does, I get $5 from Cody. Me and Jacob do. If he doesn't finish higher than 18th, Cody gets the $5 from me and Jacob.
Yeah, I'm about to win $10.
There's no way.
25th. 25th is where he finishes.
That's close to his average.
I think so.
I'm gonna say he finishes. Listen, can we just
16th, 16th, 15th, 16th.
I would rather
16th.
say top 20 than I would say 18th, but that's just me.
No, I got him higher.
You don't think
18th.
he's gonna do top 20?
No.
Okay, my $5 is on top 20. I think.
No, it is on top 18. We're not gonna. We're not flipping around.
We can't go back. I'm sorry. Fuck, my bookie's gonna bust in here.
Yo, can I join in on this bet?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to, you better pay up.
Has to be higher than top 18, though.
Has to be higher than 18.
Higher or lower than top 18?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm about to make me $15 on Sunday.
If he finishes,
Parv, what's your bet?
10,
Parv, what's your bet?
$5.
Higher or lower? Higher or lower?
I want to join you guys. I want to do a 3-on-1.
Hell yeah. Well,
I'm making $15. Dalton, you trying to get in on this bet, buddy? You want to split that winner's cup with me?
I mean, I did win the bet pick championship last year with my group chat, so too bad I got a car payment this month.
Bills, man, they suck ass, dude.
I'm almost done with it though. I only got $200 to go. Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah. Of course, I had a lot of help. But like I got in a car wreck last year. On the way home from work, and it was my fault, I will admit. And I had a lot of people help me. I'm in this Kyle Busch fan group on Facebook, and I didn't ask for anything, but like one of the admins for that group heard about my accident, and he offered to give me like $100, like just to pay for a new car. And I'm like, dude, please don't do this. I don't need money. I'll try to figure out myself. Because like, no, I'm helping you. But just give me your Venmo and I'll give you some out. So, and I had a lot of people help me out with that too. So I got that, and then just kept working to pay the rest of it off. So I was there.
Damn, that's good. That's good.
Maybe all Kyle Busch fans aren't terrible after all.
No, not at all.
Parv C, you need to quit bullying people at the track.
Yeah, you bring it on yourself, buddy.
You do. Just quit bullying people. Well, I mean, listen, I know I said this earlier, but I do believe that you're the number one Kyle Busch fan.
Yep, that's right.
I agree.
It is insane. And you made it hard for us to give you shit because you're such a likable human being. And
I'm pissed. I'm pissed about that.
Well, see, here's the thing about me. Respect me, I respect you back. If you're an asshole to me, I'm gonna be an asshole.
That's us. That's how we roll too.
Yeah.
Yep, that is how we roll.
One asshole, everyone knows the rules.
Yep.
That's how I play it.
Yeah,
I was going in today. Oh, sorry, Jacob. You go ahead.
No, it's fine. Go.
I was going in today just thinking like, oh man, me and you are going to get like completely crapped on by these three, and then all of a sudden, completely out of left field, Cooper's like, yeah, respect Kyle Busch. I'm like,
it's the Dalton Good effect.
Yep.
oh,
Y'all can't hate me, man. You just can't.
Well, I think this would probably be a good spot to end it. This is probably one of the longest interviews we've ever had.
Thanks.
This is probably the most fun podcast I've ever been on. I'm not.
Hell yeah. Okay, hell yeah.
Hey,
that's what we want to hear.
Lots of laughs, lots of jokes, man. Man, we had a good night.
We have to kick it when we come to Nashville. We got to do something. We got to do a little meetup.
Yes.
I swear, we have to.
Yes, I am bringing my dad. It's I bought his ticket for Father's Day, so he will be coming down here too.
Cool.
I'm gonna see if we'll make some wings for you guys because my dad, he's a big barbecue freak.
That would be cool.
I keep begging him to open up his own food truck because he could, but but not yet. But yeah, like he makes really good ribs. You got to try his wings. I'm a picky eater. I don't eat anything from home, but the only thing I will eat that my dad cooks is wings. Like he buys the wings from Walmart, but he makes his own sauce. So if I like it, you guys will too.
It's all about the sauce.
Without a doubt, yeah.
It's all
I'm
about that sauce.
I'm gonna see if he'll make some wings for y'all. But yeah,
Cool, that'd be
hell
cool.
yeah, dude. Sounds
Wings,
like
that is my native language. Wings.
yeah. But yeah, we're going to Nashville. We are meeting up. We're gonna get a picture. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna have a hell of a time. Man.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we like I said, man. This all started like what? How long have we been doing this now? Like
I think we started in November.
Yeah, just
like right towards the end of the season.
We don't even have seasons. We just do it every week. And I was like, yeah, season 1 is 29 episodes long. We got iCarly seasons up in this bitch. We got like,
hell yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, but hell yeah, man. Wings and Nashville, and listen, we'll bring the beer. We'll provide the beer.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a drinker, but
what? Dude, you're the second guest in like 2 weeks that said that they don't
I
drink.
am sober AF. Let me tell you.
Mad respect.
We'll chug the water.
Respect.
We'll chug water.
No,
got you.
I'm chugging me some of these right here.
Hey, I'll Stone Cold 2 with you. I'll bring you.
Yeah,
We'll
Stone
Stone Cold. If
Cold.
you want a Stone Cold 2, we're Stone Cold 2, brother.
If Kyle Busch wins, I have to Stone Cold right on the track. Right.
I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. I swear to God.
As a matter of fact, that's my permanent celebration. If every Kyle Busch win, I will Stone Cold some Ready Energies.
I'll do it with you. I swear.
But
Come
I gotta
Nashville.
go.
I'll bring 2.
I gotta go to the grocery store to buy more because I'm about to run out.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that's what we'll call it a night. Hell yeah, Dalton. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you, man. This is awesome.
Guys,
Dalton.
thank you so much for having me on, y'all. I really do appreciate it. This was a lot of fun, man.
Dude, it was a blast. It was
Hey, shout yourself out, man. Give yourself a shout out. Whatever your plugs are.
All right, so you guys can follow me on Twitter at DaltonGood18, the best Kyle Busch fan on Twitter. Actually, the king of Ratty Nation is what people like to call me. So yeah,
Yes.
you guys follow me on Twitter at DaltonGood18. I'm 50 followers away from 2,000 followers, so help me get to there if you guys don't mind. You can also follow me on Instagram at DaltonRattyBush18. And that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah, man. Well, welcome to the cult. We enjoyed to have you on.
Thank you, man.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much.